Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Our new lesson will be about innovative technologies for teaching, learning, and assessment tasks. More on evaluation, assessment. Okay, before we move to the topic, we define yung kalimitang ginagamit niya. First, yung testing. We all know that testing is an approach we use to examine our students' knowledge of something in order to determine what he or she knows or kung ano na yung kanyang natutunan. Yeah. Meron tayong assessment, yung kumbaga, the process of describing, collecting, scoring, interpreting information about learning. Parang dinodocument natin yung knowledge, yung skills, attitudes in measurable terms. Tapos may evaluation. Making judgment based on criteria and reference. To calculate, kumbaga, the quality or value of something. Technology evaluation, a set of principles, methods, techniques, and tools for effectively assessing the potential value of a technology and its contribution. An effective approach for an organization in examining new ideas, identifying, analyzing probably cases or potential change. And develop, plan solutions, and finally, select and implement the proposed technology production to technology evaluation or assessment. The following are some definitions of technology evaluation. Class of policy studies. Systematically examine the effects. Emphasizes those consequences that are unintended. Another one, an attempt to establish an early warning system to detect, control, and direct technological changes and developments. To maximize the public good while minimizing the public risk. In educational practice, it can look into the problems and the other issues in the course of using the technology. Yung paggamit natin ng formative type of evaluation, ma-address nito ang problema in the process habang ginagamit ang technology. Another form of policy research which provides a balanced appraisal to the policymaker. System to ask the right questions and obtain correct and timely answers. Assess the impact of alternative courses of action and present findings. Method analysis that systematically appraises the nature, significance, status, and merit of technological program. Okay, as a research methodology, technology evaluation can provide comprehensive coverage of technology program para maging guide sa pagde-decide ng mga ating mga administrators, educational leaders to examine the value of the technology program. Yan, types of evaluation. Yeah, evaluations come in different types, and depending on the program to be evaluated and the purpose of the evaluation. And generally, we have two types, and the formative and summative. Now, formative is one type which is normally conducted during the development of a program intended to ensure that the goals, instruction, technology program are achieved by means of identifying the problematic areas and provide remedies for improvement. But this type of evaluation is intended to support the process of the program while still in its formative stage. Summative, uh, conducted, yan, the end of an operating period of a program to guide decision makers on whether or not to continue, adapt, or modify the program. Depending on the results, yan, maaaring isuspend yung paggamit ng program. Yeah. Additionally, summative evaluation focuses on examining the effects or the outcome of the project or yung ginagamit na software. Kumbaga dinedescribe yung nangyari on the subsequent to the delivery of the program. Assessing whether this program have caused the outcome and determining the overall impact, lalo na sa students. In technology related programs and projects, both evaluation methods are helpful in providing the stakeholders on the feedback for the program, as well as review of long-term progress. Then last na diagnostic assessment. It can help you identify your students' current knowledge of a subject, skill sets, and capabilities, and to clarify misconceptions before teaching takes place. More on nagpo-focus sa students. Performance assessment is one which requires students to demonstrate that they have mastered specific skills and competencies by performing or producing something. Kumbaga, formative, summative, more on the technology. Ini-add ko lang tong diagnostic and performance assessment. Well, of course, the goal of technology evaluation is to generate useful feedbacks para sa school. Any technology program, kumbaga, kahit mahal, kung okay naman siyang gamitin, nandun na lahat, maaaring maglaan si school ng budget for this. Yung mga other methods naman ng evaluation ay yung mga quanti, experimental, quasi-experimental methods. Then next, the role of ICT in assessment. Yeah. Technology has a vital role to play in effective and efficient assessment. It offers us a variety of new tools that can be used in the classroom. It can help us assess our students' learning as well as their performance in the classroom. So yan, it involves the use of digital devices to assist in construction, delivery, sa storage, responses, grades, or feedback. According to Geoffrey Crisp, stated that the ICT-based assessment can be undertaken with many devices, from traditional desktop computers, laptops, with portable communication devices, smartphones, with digital devices such as iPads, or through the use of electronic gaming device. ICT-based assessment can use a multitude of formats, documents, multimedia, images. It can involve complex simulations or games, especially for the children. It can also be undertaken by students in groups or individually, or with large numbers of students, synchronous or asynchronous manner. Teachers can use computers to construct their assessment tasks, to deliver this task to the students, record, provide feedback, and grades, to analyze also the students' responses. Mga ICT-based assessment can be used to test different capabilities and skills that are developed by our students. Kumbaga, in many disciplines, as technology becomes more uh, widespread, tapos iba't iba din yung pag-evaluate, pagte-test, pag-assess, mga laboratory equipment. It can be manipulated remotely, and students can undertake real-time physical performances. They are able to record and use this for assessment purposes. Now we have the computer-assisted assessment, use of computers to assess students' learning and performance. Covers all forms of evaluation. Kung ito ay more on objective testing and offer us high reliability. The benefit of it is that the test can be marked or can be checked quickly and easily. But the disadvantage of it is lagi itong nagfo-focus sa testing knowledge, skills rather than yung conceptual understanding. Knowing the ideas in a interconnected and organized way. Laging nagagamit ang multiple choice like Google Forms. Kumbaga, ang sala lang talaga sa Google Forms, kapag identification, hindi yan nagtatanggap ng ibasa, nilagay ni teacher. Then we have the computer adaptive testing. Depending on the student's responses, the software will automatically adjust the level of difficulty. Yeah, after a number of correct answers, yeah, ang mga susunod na ay yeah, pahirap na ng pahirap. At kapag madami ng mali itong si student, yan, mag-a-adjust ulit si software na padaliin ang mga question. Kumbaga, it can uniformly provide us a precise course. Kumbaga, time saving for the test taker, and the students do not waste their time on attempting items. Meron yung problema dito, yan, calibration of the item pool, yan, time limit. So, talagang maghihikahos ito si student. Yan, once na napindot niya, yan, ang answer move to another. Okay, digital rubrics. Yeah. Defining rubric, we are familiar here. Yan, a coherent set of criteria for students' work that includes descriptions of levels of performance quality on the criteria. Yeah, rubrics have two major aspects: coherent sets of criteria and descriptions of these criteria. It can be used to assess and articulate specific components and expectations for an assignment. It can be used for a variety of assignments, research papers, group projects, portfolios, presentations, sa mga essay, sa mga pinagdodrawing ng mga student. Yeah. Rubrics let students know what is expected of them before the activity, and demystify grades by clearly stating the expectations for a project or assignment. It is about gaining specific skills and the opportunity to do a self-assessment. Yeah. Then the student will reflect on the quality of their work. Pero ngayon, sa DepEd naman, provided na ni DepEd yung mga criteria. Sa mga module, mapapansin natin, kapag may tutor tayo, may given na rubric sa module. Kumbaga, self-assessment done by the student. Again, students assess works in progress to find ways to improve their performance. Again, we provide, or the DepEd will provide the rubric, or we create one with students. Rubric can also be used as a peer assessment tool. Though rubrics are very useful, and developing this will consume your time, and it needs to be prepared well in advance. However, with the help of technology, uh, we will be able to save time, and there are many digital rubric creating tools na available naman. Just a simple guide for the rubrics. Examine your assignment, outline the elements, yung mga creativity, originality, and writing, yung technical, ranging the performance quality, excellent, good, and satisfactory. Add descriptors that qualify each level of performance. Avoid using subjective. Instead, outline objective indicators that would fall under these categories. The criteria, differentiate one performance level from another. A numerical scale to score. Share with your colleagues for feedback. Rework the rubric based on the feedback. Ito ay isang example lang ng paggagawa ng rubrics. For example, ang atin nagagawin ay writing. Yan. May mga option na binigay itong website. Yeah. Creating and editing your rubric. Ito for debate. Information. Wala. Bakit hindi nag-a-appear sa atin? Kapag pinindot itong please choose, ay may makikita kayong mga options. Meron ditong organization, presentation style, use of statistics, respect for other team. Kaya naman ay, hanap na tayong iba. Ito naman ay for science. Hindi pa din nagpapakita. Wala sa sharing ng screen. And this is for lab report. Ang nakikita ko dito sa mga category analysis, conclusion, variables, the data, error analysis, participation, diagrams. Makikita nyo naman itong mismong aking screen kapag pag na-upload ko, hindi lang nagpapakita sa sharing of screen. Create rubrics for your project-based learning activities. So, clickable naman itong hyperlink. You can visit, and in case na wala na kayong time para mag-prepare, baka may makikita kayong sample dito sa website. Okay, digital assessment alternatives. Online assessment, the process used to measure certain aspects of information for a set purpose where the assessment is delivered via computer connected to a network. And most often, the assessment is some type of educational text. There are several digital assessment alternatives na available for assessing students' performance. Some of the tools that are available today can serve as an alternative assessment for student learning. They can engage students as they reflect, share, demonstrate what they have learned or learning. Some of the digital assessment alternatives are considered here. With the emergence of the read and write web and the development of software, it is possible to design and conduct online assessment with ease. And there are many online service providers, both free or paid, for designing and developing online tests and quizzes. And concept maps can be used formatively to make student thinking visible. When students construct, submit their understanding of key concepts and their linkages through a concept map, it becomes clear whether the students understand the conceptual framework around the topic. It can provide baga, immediate na visual data sa student para maiwasan yung misconception at mapadali yung understanding nila sa lesson. Online forum, synchronous communication tool, forum or discussion board. So LMS can be used in many ways as an assessment tool. Learners can brainstorm and post their ideas in a forum. Collaboration, survey tools to collect feedback from learners. And in situation where you may have a bipolar set of opinions, it is helpful to surface that in a non-threatening way. Wikis, website that allows users to collaboratively edit and create content. Wikipedia. And the learner's contribution in the wiki can be assessed by us. And this can be also a tool for self and peer assessment. Mga journals also. Then blogs. In general, the learning journal is a way of documenting learning and collecting information for self-analysis and reflection. Learning journals help students reflect on how they learn best. Learning journals also help students reflect on their knowledge, skills, and behaviors as they learn. Baga may napapansin din ako na sa internet, kapag nagre-research ako, may mga pinopost ang mga students na analysis nila sa certain literature, sa mga WordPress, sa blogspot. They have their own personal website to post Yeah. The analysis, reflection of a certain story. Yeah, maring yung ah, gamitin yung diskarte na yon when you are, your topic is about analysis of a article. Yeah, ICT for self and peer assessment. Students can become better learners when they engage in deliberate thought about what they are learning and how they are learning it. And in this kind of reflection, students step back from the learning process to think about what they have learned, how, and why. Such awareness, evaluation, and regulation will encourage students to become independent learners, increase their motivation, and internalize the characteristics of quality work by evaluating the work of their peers. Peer assessment, si student ang magbibigay ng score feedback sa kanilang kaklase. But, based on the criteria provided by us. Yeah. Mostly used for formative purposes to encourage students to help each other plan their learning, identify their strengths and weaknesses, sharpen their metacognitive skills. May insert ang collaboration. The increasing capacity of wireless communication, a growing number of mobile devices, as well as the internet technology like JavaScript, HTML5, on the other hand, provide new possibilities for mobile-based learning and assessment. Ito kasing flickers ay yung para din siyang mobile-based. Ganyan yung itsura ng formative assessment. Familiar tayo sa itsura na ito. Pwede nating ipa-download kay student sa kanilang phone ang application para doon magsagot. Flickers is the free card activity your students will love. The trends in technology-based assessment. The National Education Technology Plan of the U.S. Department of Education has detailed out how technology is transforming learning and assessment as follows. It can support peer and self-assessment process. The wikis and other collaborative tools. It can help in peer and self-assessment. The mobile apps like yung Plakers for assessment to collect real-time formative assessment. Yan, the trends in technology, yan, enhance question types. Technology-based assessments allow for a variety of question types beyond the limited multiple choice or false or fill in the blank options. And the traditional assessments. Yeah. Sample would be yung mga graphic response. Yeah. Kumbaga, the student will answer by drawing, arranging, or selecting graphic regions. Or yung mga hot text, ina-arrange ni students yung mga sentences or phrases within a passage. Equation response. Yan. Parang ganun din. Yan. Ang student magsasagot by entering an equation. And lastly, yung alam nating lahat yung performance-based assessments. Yung mga complex tasks. Yan. Technology-enhanced questions. Yan. Same with the enhanced question types. Yan. To demonstrate more complex thinking and share their understanding of material in a way that was previously difficult to assess using traditional means. Provide real-time feedback. Yeah. The technology-based assessment can offer real-time reporting of results. So, yan, the stakeholders will understand the students' strengths and weaknesses. Now, so we can see, evaluate, and respond to our student more quickly than the traditional assessments. Increase accessibility. Yan. Mga advances in technology have made assessments more accessible and valid for a number of students, including those with diverse abilities, mga language capabilities nila. Mas madaming estudyante ang nakaka-access. Adapt to learner ability and knowledge. Yung kaninang computer adaptive testing, it facilitated the ability of assessment to estimate accurately what students know and can do in a short period of time. May algorithm pa kasi ang computer adaptive testing para ma-adjust yung difficulty ng questions. Yeah. Embedded with the learning process. Intertwined directly to the framework of learning activities. Such assessment may be technology-driven or simply a part of effective instruction. Nag-a-appear ito sa digital learning tools and games. Embedded talaga. Invincible to our instruction process. It is useful for diagnostic and support purposes. It will give us insights why students are having difficulties in learning the concepts. Yan, para ah, makapag-provide tayo ng insights to personalized feedback to address these problems. And lastly, assessment for an ongoing learning. Again, technology provides us, the students, with multiple pathways to create accessible work. Yan, para makita natin ang alam ni student, we'll let them create multimedia, construct websites to post, organize, or analyze the information. Pag balak natin ipag-report, nandiyan ng Prezi, Microsoft PowerPoint na talagang napaka-creative na, may tutorial na sa YouTube. This can be served as products for assessment. It allows us to understand how students access and understand information. Yan, technology. The software features have become a part of the test design. Pag-validate, our assessment information is linked to multiple systems. Several technology-enabled assessment models available online. And we can use it as an effective assessment for our students' learning and performance. Talagang technology evaluation offers a lot of benefits that can measure the merit and the value of technology in education. That ends our unified innovative technologies for teaching, learning, and assessment tasks. Tapos the next topic would be about ethics. That would be next week. Sinamarize ko na yung lahat-lahat ng discussion para kasi mauulit yung kumbaga pinaka tema kung anong content about yan. Assessment tools, evaluation. The definition, the types, the role, about the rubrics, the trends, the goal of technology evaluation. Okay, may question pa? Baka may makikita kayong mga research topic about assessment.